Bob's Breakfast.
Let's get the latest news now. Chris Hubbard.
A medical mystery in the news this morning. A hospital patient has come round from an operation to find some of her teeth missing.
Wait a second. So she wasn't having an operation in her mouth?
No, it was a hysterectomy operation.
Is it possible she was upside down on the operating table? Stop the show. We've got a medical emergency on our hands. You probably know that the traffic has been bad on the A1M. There's been accidents northbound between 5 and 6. This has caused problems southbound. Gary's on the phone. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning.
You've had an interesting morning.
My wife's pregnant. She actually went into labour during the night.
Yeah.
Well, we've been stuck on the A1. We've been diverted round through Nebworth, which is at a complete standstill. So we're stuck there at the moment.
Can you put your Mrs. Tracy on the phone for us?
Hello?
Tracy, how are you hanging in there?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Now, are the emergency services aware of your problem?
No, we managed to flag down a police car.
Yeah.
And they said if we needed to, we'll just have to call an ambulance. There's nothing they can do.
Right.
But that's not really going to help when the traffic's at a standstill.
Okay. Is this your first baby?
No, fifth.
Fifth. Okay.
Yeah.
So you've got quite a lot of experience in this area. So based on your experience, how close do you think you are to giving birth?
Well, hopefully not too far away, but not too quick. That's going to happen in the car.
Yes. All right. Can I check back in with you in a few minutes' time?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Whatever you do, don't push.
All right.
All right then. Okay. Talk to you soon, Gary and Tracy.
Okay.
Goodness me.
Thank you.
Bob's Breakfast.
A 60-stone woman had to be winched out of her home by a crane.
Surely she could have been coaxed out with food. David, you might be able to help.
Reference to the lady and gentleman who are expecting a baby in Nebworth. If they drive through all the lanes are empty, so I'll be able to zigzag through to Stevenage. They can come into the back of Datchworth
Yes.
and then go through the lanes. If they've got a sat-nav on the phone, they'll be able to link that in
Yes.
and get to Stevenage. It'll probably only take them about 20 minutes.
All right. Thank you very much. Cheers.
All right, cheers, thanks,
All
bye.
right. Thank you. If you've any other advice or you know what to do here, or if you can give Gary any advice on how to be a midwife. 01438 422 106.
106 Bob FM.
That's an amazing story, that Welsh bloke that chopped his hand off doing DIY. So this morning, what's your DIY disaster story? When has it gone horribly wrong? Have you got a good story? You can win something cool from My Tool Shed. Yes, it's a DAB radio, but it's from DeWalt, the makers of the power tools that cut your hand off the quickest. Yes, actually, I don't know if it was a DeWalt power tool that cut that bloke's hand off, but it would have done a nice job of it. The DeWalt DAB radio could be yours if you tell me your DIY disaster story. Gary, how far do you reckon you are from the Lister right now?
Well, we've just called an ambulance, so...
You have actually called an ambulance now?
Mum's on the phone to the ambulance because Mum's sat in the back.
Oh, your mum's in the back of the car as well?
Yeah.
Well, at least it's not just you and Gary, because if Gary falls to pieces, maybe your mother can stay together. Can we cross back to you in a little bit and see how things are going?
You can.
Okay, it's Gary, Tracy, and her mum, somewhere in Nebworth.
Oh, my goodness.
Not far from here. It's a drama that's unfolding. It's gripping the home counties on Bob FM. And if you missed what I said earlier, well, I'm glad, really, because it might get me into trouble. Simon, you enjoyed it.
I have to stop the vehicle and wash the coffee off the inside of the windscreen.
Why? What happened?
Your comment about coaxing somebody out of a flat. Are you allowed to say that? Jesus crikey. I was just taking a slug of coffee out of my flask cup, and I thought, what's she going to say? And I spat the coffee all over the front of the windscreen.
106 Bob FM.
Mark's on the phone. You think you can help?
Hey, Graham, if they're near you at Nebworth, why don't they shoot through Nebworth House, Junction 7, where the motorway's open, and then straight down the A1 to Lister?
Oh, cut through Nebworth House. I get you. You go in the back entrance of Nebworth House.
Yeah.
Go across the grounds of the house, and then come out at the junction on the roundabout.
At the Novotel.
Brilliant, Mark. Thank you so much.
Okay, speak to you soon, Graham.
Cheers.
106 Bob FM.
Perception is reality. I've got a new car. I want to look after it. So I sent off and I bought these mats, these over mats. They're like a rubbery vinyl thing, and they stink. You know that plasticky, rubbery smell of new, rubber mats. I showed my mother the car. I said, here, sit in it. And it's got leather seats. And I don't think she'd been in a car with leather upholstery before. And she sat down and she could smell this vinyl, and she went, ooh, smell that leather.
A full bodysuit lie detector could be used in British police stations within the next few years.
You don't need a full suit, though. You only need the pants, because liars, the pants are on fire. Gary, where are you right now?
Yeah, we're still at Oakfields Road, just waiting for the ambulance now.
Okay, so if someone around Nebworth is hearing ambulance sirens and seeing blue lights in your mirror, please do whatever you can. I know the traffic is just gridlocked because of that problem on the A1M, but just get up onto the verge or the curb, or just let them get through, because they've got to get to them. So how is Tracy?
Not great, but she's doing okay.
Can we talk to Tracy, Gary?
At the moment, no. She's having contractions again.
All right, hang on in there, Gary.
Thank you.
Harrison Ford's been injured, as we've been hearing, after the plane he was piloting suffered engine failure and he crash-landed onto a golf course in Los Angeles.
You know, the cockpit voice recorder has been found.
Really?
Yes, I have the audio.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Bob's Breakfast.
Michael Button has just tweeted with a photograph of the ambulance on its way to you. So hang on in there, Tracy and Gary. That looks like good news. Michael says, just seen the ambulance by the Vauxhall dealership. They're en route. So good luck on that one. 01438 422 106. Good morning. Who's this?
Oh, good morning. My name's Kevin. I've just driven in from Stevenage right away through Nebworth and that way up to Welwyn Garden City.
Yeah.
And just let you know that it's to add injury to the wound. At the clock roundabout, there's an articulated lorry that is actually just broken down on the roundabout itself, which is now blocking the traffic. It can't go anywhere.
Okay. Hey, thank you very much, Kev.
Okay.
Cheers.
That's right.
Let's
Okay,
hope
bye now, bye.
that doesn't stop the ambulance getting through to Gary and Tracy.
It will.
All right. Thanks for the update, Kev. Appreciate it.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Bye, bye.
We'll go live to Gary and Tracy in a bit on Bob FM.
Bob's Breakfast.
The most stress your kids have ever caused you. Diana.
My son Glenn, when he was 4, he burnt my house down.
Hang on, wait, he burnt the house down? How did he do that?
He lit a little bit of paper under his brother's bed, and he expected his brother to go to bed and find his bed gone.
Yes.
But he ended up burning the whole house down, and we lost everything. And we lived off car boot sales for ages and ages and ages.
Where did you live?
Me and my husband at the time slept around his mum's on the settee.
Oh, dear.
I was cooking sausages, and my daughter's boyfriend said, "You're burning the sausages," and I thought, "No, I'm not." And then your house is on fire, so we got out quick, and it was just everything.
Well, I'm glad everybody was safe.
Damage.
Wow. Yeah. All right. Do you ever let him forget it now? How old is he now?
He's 28 now. He lives in New Zealand.
Oh.
He remembers it.
Oh, he remembers it when he burnt the house down.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hey, thank you very much, Diana.
Bob.
Where are you, Connie?
So I'm waiting for a bus at the moment. Hertford Heath.
We've been asking people to commit random acts of kindness.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Have you committed one recently?
Not recently, no.
Is there anyone else at the bus stop?
Yes. Another lady that catches the bus.
Can you quickly put her on?
Hold on.
All right.
You're talking to Graham.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. Oh, she seems keen.
Hi, Graham.
Good morning, Graham, Mack, Amy Stevenson. How are you?
Good morning. I'm very well, thank you. I'm waiting in the rain.
What's your name?
Harriet.
Harriet. Where are you catching the bus to?
Hertford Town, so I can get the train.
Okay. And how much is your bus fare going to be?
It's going to be £1.50.
Okay. Can you put Connie back on the phone?
Sure.
Okay.
Hello?
Connie?
Yeah.
How about you pay for Harriet's bus fare? It's £1.50.
Yeah, it's all right then.
Oh, you'll do that? Okay, when you get on the bus, I want you to say to Harriet, this trip's on me.
Okay, will do.
All right, that's good.
All right, Harriet, I'm paying your bus fare. Thank you very much.
Well, all right. Can we check?
Coming now. It's coming now.
Oh, the bus is coming
okay.
now. How far away is it? Is it close?
It's just coming to the bus stop now.
Is it coming? Are you about to get onto the bus?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Let's hear you actually commit this random act of kindness and pay for Harriet's ticket as well. Let's hear that.
All right.
Okay.
All
right.
Hold on.
Okay. So the
Morning. Can I pay for Harriet's bus fare, please? Bob FM. This is the bus driver.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Right. So you're okay. You've paid Harriet's fare now.
Yeah.
You're all set.
Yes, we're off now.
Look at that! It's another random act of kindness on Bob FM. Just had this via Facebook from Tracy's mum. Just want to thank everyone for all their help and advice. We are now all aboard an ambulance heading for Lister Hospital. Tracy, doing well considering. Good news. We'll keep you posted on Bob FM. If you were listening on Friday, you would have heard Connie call up. She called from the bus stop, and I said to her, find a stranger at the bus stop and pay their bus fare. And she found Harriet. Yeah. And she paid Harriet's bus fare, and we heard them get on the bus. Mm-hmm. And it was nice. It was a real random act of kindness. Yeah. But turns out things went horribly wrong. Connie's back on the phone. So tell us what happened after the bus set off.
As the bus went out of the village, there'd been an accident, and so we was at a standstill. So half of us thought, oh, well, perhaps the driver will let us off and we'll start walking.
Yeah.
By the time I got down to the roundabout, the bus passed us.
No! I didn't pick you up.
You did a random act of kindness by paying a stranger's bus fare on that very bus trip. You got off the bus because you thought it'd be quicker and the bus driver drove right past you.
He couldn't stop. He just couldn't stop.
I'm sorry, buddy. Good.
Well, that was all right. That was my fault because we should have stayed on.
Well, no, it was his fault.
He should have picked you back up.
That was a random act of unkindness.
Well,
no. I am so disappointed. Because kindness is supposed to be contagious. Karma is supposed to kick in and help here. Goodness me, there's been a glitch in the Matrix.
Turn your knob to Bob.
Good morning, Tracy's mum.
Good morning.
What's your name?
Linda.
Linda. Bit of a morning for you.
Slightly, yes. Very much so.
Okay, so where are you right now?
Right, Tracy's now in the hospital, in the room where she's going to actually give birth. She's been examined now. Mm-hmm. Gary's with her. I've gone walkabout so I can talk to you on the phone.
Fantastic. And how is everybody bearing up?
When the ambulance first got there, Tracy's blood pressure was really high. Dangerously high because of the stress and everything. But once she'd settled into the ambulance, by the time we got here to the hospital, it had gone down to normal.
Yeah, that must have been how long did it take for the ambulance to get there? Because we kind of lost contact after Gary had called the ambulance. Oh, you called the ambulance, didn't you?
I called the ambulance, yeah. I took it upon myself because I was getting to a point where I thought this is not good, this is going to happen in the car if I don't do something.
Right, so Mum took control. Enough of you messing about. Never mind Gary playing the hero, trying to drive her to the hospital. I'm taking over now. You'll do as I say.
Absolutely, yes. So I phoned the ambulance, and this is where we are now. So
okay, and how were the team in the ambulance? Were they good?
They were absolutely fantastic.
Great.
Yes, absolutely brilliant.
You know, the whole of the home counties has been following this story.
We have picked up on a few bits and pieces. I've just turned my phone back on.
Yes.
And my phone just almost exploded. So we have picked up on bits and pieces. Obviously, Tracy's not quite with it at the minute.
Yes.
But she will be really surprised of all the interest.
Okay, well, we'll check in with you in a bit, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
All right, that'll be good.
Okay, then.
We'll keep up to date.
Thank you.
Bob FM.
It's an all-winner show. I'd like to know what you've won. Debbie.
I took my pony into a little competition,
yes.
And we won pony that most looks like its owner, which is lovely, but my pony's small, fat, hairy with a big bum.
No! No.
So I was quite pleased. But
Really? You were quite pleased?
course you want a rosette, but it did make
And
me smile.
To add insult to injury, she's the one that got the rosette when you're clearly the one who needs to have some kind of compensation in some way. That's such an insult. Debbie, thanks for sharing. Now you're at the Lister Hospital now, Linda.
Yes.
And what's the latest?
Baby's just being monitored now. Going to monitor her for 20 minutes, and then they're going to take it from there.
Okay, so she hasn't given birth yet. When you said
No, she hasn't. No.
But they're monitoring the condition of the
Yes.
baby. But everything looking good?
Everything's looking fine. Contractions are a lot stronger now.
Okay, and Gary, is he doing okay?
Yeah, I think we're all a bit jittery. I think we're all a bit in shock at the minute, but yeah,
The whole of
everybody's
the
fine.
home counties is in shock.
I know that we've just found out. I've just got a call from home to say that this is mad. ITV News is going around my house within the hour to interview two of the girls.
Yeah, they're coming here too. So, yeah, this is the big story of the morning. Yeah, this is... So, Chris, she's going to be in court today.
That's right, yeah. Eleanor Hawkins, 23-year-old, who was charged with indecent behaviour for posing naked on this sacred mountain over in Malaysia.
So they took their clothes off in the middle of nowhere,
That's
not in
right.
a built-up area, and they're saying she offended the mountain.
That's right. Yeah,
Now, she offended the mountain so much she caused an earthquake. That's the prosecution's case here.
That is the case.
Is the mountain going to testify? I mean, because without that, how do you know whether the... Because the mountain might have gone, you know what, she didn't look too bad. Major storms last night. Let's get a storm report now from Sharon.
We slept through it.
You missed the whole thing.
Yes.
And what about this morning?
We've been opening birthday presents.
So you're completely oblivious to the carnage outside your window.
It all looks okay to me.
Oh, looks okay to you. And where is this?
In Hertford,
In Hertford. Which street?
Clyde Terrace.
Which one is it?
Clyde Terrace.
Clyde Terrace in Hertford. No problems caused by the storm. The road is
No.
running freely in both directions.
Yes,
That is great. And whose birthday is it?
it's Noah's. He's 8 today.
Noah is 8. Wow. Can you put Noah on the phone?
Yes, come on, Noah. Quickly.
Hello.
Noah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Noah. Happy birthday to you. Have the best birthday, Noah, and we can't guarantee a spectacular storm every year, but this year, this is the one.
Say thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Say thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bob's Breakfast with mytoolshed.co.uk.
So these pictures of the Queen are doing the rounds of her doing a Nazi salute. She was a kid at the time. It was 1933. I don't think there's anything malicious in it. It's just embarrassing for the head of state. Everybody's got embarrassing pictures that they hope never get out. What's yours? Carol?
Well, I have one of me back in the 80s. We were, me and my mates, we were on holiday, and we'd been out for a drink that night, and when we got back to the hotel, I decided I wanted to go swimming.
Okay.
And I done no more. I completely stripped off and dived into the pool. And they took a photograph.
There is a naked photograph of you out there.
Yeah.
And I want to be delicate, Carol, but how graphic is the photograph?
The full Monty.
Oh, no! Oh,
yeah.
And where is this photo right now?
Upstairs.
You haven't destroyed it?
No.
Why?
I don't know. It was just so funny, I suppose. I literally had to hide it from my children a few years ago because going back X amount of years ago. It was my 40th birthday, and I wanted to put it on a collage, and no way.
Did you put it on a collage?
No, they didn't. I hid it.
Okay. Oh, they wanted to put it on a collage.
Yes.
Right, I see. Right, okay. They know it exists. They've seen it. They've been through therapy.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, dear.
Carol, thank you so much for sharing. Let's hope it never gets out. Okay.
All right,
thank
my
you.
darling. Take
Cheers.
care. Have a good day.
And you too. I'm Graham Mack, and I hope you're enjoying the podcast. If you are, make sure you share it on Facebook and Twitter, and you can subscribe at iTunes.
A convicted robber serving a 9-year sentence has been let out of a jail in London by mistake. Now, police are hunting for 34-year-old Ryan Byrne. He was released in error from Wandsworth Prison. The prison service informed the Met Police that he'd been released on Friday. They said an investigation has been launched off the back of this.
How does this happen?
Police are now obviously trying to recapture him. That's
Did
right.
somebody just come up to him and go, no, is it like that scene from Life of Brian? Crucifixion, one cross each.
Next. Crucifixion. Good. Out of the door, line on the left, one cross each. Next. Crucifixion.
No, freedom. What? Freedom for me. They said I hadn't done anything, so I could go free and live on an island somewhere.
Oh, well, that's jolly good. Well, off you go then.
When have you been embarrassed by your parents? Sharon.
I was about 18.
Yeah.
I was sitting outside with my boyfriend in the car, just chatting outside our house.
Yeah.
And a few friends in the car as well.
Yeah.
And my dad comes out in his dressing gown and knocks on the window and goes, "What are you guys doing? You know, stop messing around. Just come." And that was embarrassing enough. And I said, "Dad, I'm coming in a minute. I'm just finishing off a conversation." And as he walked away in the headlights, he lifted up his dressing gown to reveal his bare bottom.
No!
Backside.
No!
Just be careful if you're planning a trip to the seaside in the next few weeks. Huge jellyfish, which weigh up to 5 stone each, are swarming off the British coast. They can't kill you,
Yeah.
but they won't do you any good if you do swim into them.
Don't you have to get someone to pee on you?
Yes, you do. I think that's the idea, isn't it?
I don't know. But I just think, hasn't your day already gone badly enough? We're talking about when parents embarrass kids this morning. Caroline.
My son says that I embarrass him all the time.
By doing what?
Because I like to get up and party and dance, and he's like, "Oh, Mum, you're so embarrassing."
How old is he?
Joshua's 13 now.
Oh dear, yeah, he's right in the zone there. There's hardly anything you can do that won't embarrass him.
Everything I do embarrasses him. I'm always embarrassing him. I get up and sing if we're at karaoke, and I can't. I know I can't sing.
And what would be your song of choice?
I Will Survive.
Right. Give us a few bars of I Will Survive. No, I want to know if he's right to be embarrassed. Just a few bars.
I can't
No,
do
come
that.
on then. Come on, Caroline. You've said it now. We've got to hear it. We've got to decide for ourselves.
I'm trying to think. How does it go? At first I was afraid. I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. And then I felt so many nights. Right, he's back at the door. I'm going to have to go, Graham.
Well, yeah, well, I'm with him, actually. He's probably coming back in and saying, "Mother, you're doing it again, only this time on the radio!"
Hey!
106 Bob FM.
Let's meet our latest contestant. Her name is Sam, and she's stark naked. How are you, Sam?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm sitting in the bath.
Yes. So you've got the now it's a battery-operated radio, I hope.
Well, it's on my phone.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so you're listening to Bob on the phone. Now, are you listening through the TuneIn app or through the Bob app?
No, I've got tune-in radio,
Okay.
so I'm phoning you from the house phone.
Oh, I see. Okay, right. So you're listening to us. You're in the bath. You're enjoying the bath, the magic of the moment. You hear what's Bob doing, and you think you'll call up.
Yes.
Okay. Which is why it's a little echoey in there.
Yeah, I'm ever so sorry. I can get out, or I can lean closer to the door so it's not quite so echoey.
I think you should stay in there. I don't want to see anything I shouldn't. I think we're fine as we are, Sam.
Yeah, not a good look when you've got no nets up on the windows either.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, you're quite the exhibitionist.
No, but I have a big towel.
Okay.
So I can wrap that round me so the neighbours won't see anything.
All right, but right now you're in the bath, you're in the water.
I am.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see if we can give you some money. This could be the best bath you've ever had.
Yeah, everyone else has thought that for the last God knows how many months as well.
Yes, I know, but that's the way it goes. It's been going up by a fiver every day I play the game. The prize, 1,826 quid. That money will be yours, Sam, right now, if you can tell me what's Bob doing.
I think Bob has put the kettle back onto the base and switched it on.
Sam!
Graham.
It's not what Bob's doing.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. That's the bad news. The good news, you weren't so nervous that you were talking on the radio that we heard bubbles. I'm Graham Mack, victim of an electronic mutiny. It seems like everything I touch, it's just driving me crazy. The dishwasher goes off in the middle of the night and makes me turn it off. Why can't it do that itself? It's finished washing the dishes. Why can't it just, turn the power off? No, I have to get, because it goes beep, beep, beep. And then then like an hour later, it does it again. Beep, beep. And then about the third time, you have to get up and then you go and fizz it. It's just a nuisance. And if that wasn't bad enough, I've got the enemy in my pocket. What's supposed to be a virtual assistant is causing me more problems than ever. It's this Siri on the iPhone. And if I have the phone plugged in on charge, like if it's charging even in the car, and I talk to it, it talks back without me even pushing the button. But it's useless. Let me just show you. Hey, Siri, tune into Bob FM. See? Nothing. It's supposed to find Bob FM and start... Now what's it doing? Honestly... Oh, nothing. It's supposed to... Oh. Find Bob FM and start... Oh, it's tuned in. Now what's it doing? On the app. Honestly... Which means I'm hearing myself in delay. So now, it's tuned in. Now what's it doing? On the app. It's taken the electronic mutiny to another level. Not only is it now doing as it's told, because it knows I'm on the radio complaining about it not doing as it's told, to take the mickey, it's playing me back to myself in a delay to make me even more angry. Complaining about it not doing as it's told. To take the mickey, it's playing me back to myself in a delay to make me even more angry.
Bob's Breakfast.
What's your big screen moment, Tracy?
My husband and I were going out with a friend on a bike ride through country lanes in Hertfordshire.
Yeah.
And I had shorts and sort of a little top on. Okay for my age, but we got passed by a big lorry that was filming for Countryside Live. And my husband thought he was so good because he just whizzed off. We didn't notice that the lorry was filming. But actually, they started waving. I was waving back. And when it was played back, it was basically my bike and me and my breasts on Countryside File.
Oh, because the top you had was low.
Yeah, well, it was if you're leaning forward, I suppose.
Right.
So my husband thinks it's great. And he wasn't even in the film, so he was a bit annoyed.
Oh, that he wasn't in the film.
No, he thought it was great because he was whizzing off on his bike.
Yeah.
Thinking, look at me, I'm the man.
Yes.
5 years old.
Yeah, and you and the twins became the star of the show, and and they got a pretty good shot of Sleepy Hollow. Yeah.
It was a little bit like that. Yeah.
All right. Hey, thank you very much, Tracy.
All right, then.
Okay, thank you. Cheers. Bye. When your parents have embarrassed you. Karen?
Well, I'm actually the parent who did the embarrassing. Does that count?
That counts. Oh, yeah, we take those too.
about 2.5 years ago, I got engaged. So at my engagement party, there was a little bit of drinks going on.
Uh-huh.
Came home, I went to bed, and my daughter went in her bedroom, and there were some friends downstairs.
Yeah.
I'd got undressed for bed.
Yeah.
I could hear one of the friends calling my daughter, assuming he was down the bottom of the stairs. I've opened my bedroom door to go to the bathroom, and he stood on the landing.
And what are you wearing?
Not a lot.
Specifically?
Just a pair of knickers.
Oh, no! No! Oh, dear. Karen.
I ran in the bedroom.
Yeah.
He ran downstairs, and all I could hear was, "Oh my God, they're massive."
Three suspected illegal migrants allegedly been found stowed away on a school coach in Hertfordshire. The men were reportedly discovered in the grounds of what parents have named Presdale School in Ware after pupils returned from a school trip to northern France. These men were held by police and carted off to the local police station.
You'd have to be pretty desperate to get on a school bus.
You would. I can imagine their surprise when they came out from under the bus and...
Oh, they were under the bus?
As far as we know.
Oh, well, that's one thing. Because if they were on the bus, all the blinking singing. That's, you don't get more desperate than that, escaping on a school bus.
Bob's Breakfast with My Tool Shed. For the latest DeWalt cordless.
So, illegal migrants found hiding on a school bus on a trip on the way back from France. In what must have been one of the most interesting games of I Spy ever played.
106 Bob FM.
Good morning, Linda.
Good morning.
It was quite chaotic yesterday, wasn't it?
It was just, me and Tracy just sitting in there, just going through all the Facebook and everything on our phones and just absolutely astounded by it all.
You became world famous.
Yes. We realised that. It even went to America as well.
Oh, yeah. No, it's gone around the world, this one. This is a big story. Yeah, it's gone around the world, this one. Australia, Canada, everybody's talking about this.
Oh, goodness me.
But a happy ending.
A very happy ending. She's absolutely adorable.
Now, you're in that hospital right now.
I am,
Can you put Tracy on the phone?
Yep, hang on a minute.
Fantastic.
Hello.
Tracy, how are you?
Hello, it's all...
Now, yesterday morning, I remember talking to you, and I said, Gary reckons you could be another couple of hours. Can you hang on that long? You said, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, it was a bit of a stressful situation, which ended up, I think we got to hospital in the end about 9:15.
Yeah.
And then I didn't really sort of like notice time really after that, but it all ended up in complications and a bit traumatic.
Did it really? What were the complications?
Yeah, well, she... even though it was progressing, we got to the hospital and they checked me and I was already 7 centimetres dilated. And then basically it was a case of waiting for her to arrive at that point, but with the blood pressure that was still high on and off.
Yeah.
I then tried to push her out, but I was just so tired and I've been through so much that they prepped us for theatre and said that it might possibly have to be an emergency cesarean.
Uh-huh.
But if they could do it via the forceps, then they would.
Yeah.
And they did, but I've never been through anything in any of the births before like that, so it was quite traumatic.
Because this is your fifth one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is, yeah. And last.
Oh, you don't even want to think about that. This is the last one. Okay.
And last.
Okay. And she's a beautiful baby?
She is really lovely, yeah. She's just been laid most of the night in a cot, just laying wondering what the other babies are crying about, just laid there really chilled out, really.
Ah, are you looking at her right now, are you?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, so...
And what weight?
She was 7'5".
Yeah.
So she's a really lovely colour. She's got quite a bit of hair and she just really chilled out and laid back, so hopefully she stays that way.
And what did you call her, Tracy?
Melody Sophia.
Melody.
Yeah, Melody.
You decide not to go with Bob?
Decided not to go with Bob.
Because that would have been my, that would have been my choice, the Bob baby,
Yeah.
Bob.
No, she's been Melody philosophy right from the offset. So
Okay.
We couldn't really change it, really.
Well, everyone who listens to Bob FM feels like they're part of the extended family now, because we all went through it with you. We all went through the stress.
You did.
Well, Tracy, thank you very much for letting us share your story.
So thank you for kind of making it a bit worldwide.
Well, on behalf of everybody who listens to Bob, thank you so much to Melody. And Melody, if you can't be Bob, maybe on behalf of the listeners to the radio station, Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle. Exactly.
Bob's your uncle. All right. Thank you very much,
Lovely.
Tracy.
Thank you ever so much.
Bye.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bob's Breakfast.